Hello, YouTubers. Hello, world. 2023. Now, my sincerest apologies. I've been just a tad busy. No, I wasn't wearing a red suit and a grey beard. But I've been a bit busy. Life and stuff and things are happening, and I'll make some announcements soon. But there's lots going on in my life, and we're arranging stuff and doing stuff, and so there's lots of things going on in the background. Tons of stuff. Speaking to people for interviews for the channel, all kinds of stuff. Because I'm not just going to stick on Alex Belfield. But then again, I am. Thank you to Retro on his bike. Oh, but Happy New Year, by the way. I do apologise. Happy New Year. Thank you to Retro on his bike for unleashing this one onto the great unwashed. Seemingly, Nottingham Post is keeping an eye on the young convicted stalker. Well, I say young because he's younger than me, so I can get away with it. And I've known him since he was 17, so he'll always be young, dumb, and full of vim and vigour to me. So Alex Belfield is back in court. Who knew? But I did say to you in one of my very earliest videos, go back and watch it. It's there for you to watch again. I did tell you that this boy was in a whole world of pain. He just didn't know it yet. He's back in court in March. This time, interestingly, for an application, not by him, but by other people, the police mainly, there's an application to be heard for a stalking protection order. See, mouth's gone. Stalking protection order, SPO for short. It's going to be back in 7th of March, 2023. It's only, 6-7 weeks away? So he's back in court to face an application for an SPO. Now, it's a civil case, not a criminal case. Slight difference, but it's a civil case this time. And the court, Nottingham Magistrates Court, have put 2 days aside for this. Might be done in a day, but they've put 2 days aside for it. And it's being brought by 10 people. Now, that's interesting in itself. According to the Nottingham Post, the 8 original complainants from the court case and 2 more who weren't involved in the trial. Now, that could be family of the original complainants, could be police officers, DC Percival, could be me. We'll leave that until the court date. But here is the criteria for applying for a stalking protection order. And it's set out in section 1.1 of the Stalking Protection Act 2019. So it's a fairly recent law that's been put on our statute books. The police, the Rosses, the boys and girls in blue, as you wish, the police are advised to consider applying for an order where it appears to them, the police, that 1, the respondent has carried out acts associated with stalking. Tick. 2, the respondent poses a risk of stalking to a person. Tick. Or 3, there is a reasonable cause to believe the proposed order is necessary to protect the other person from that risk. Tick. The person to be protected does not have to have been the victim of the acts mentioned above. So there is every chance that those 10 stalking protection orders are going to be granted. I mean, I can't call it. I'm not a legal eagle. I'm not a magistrate, but it will be heard by 3 magistrates on the bench as is process, as is protocol, 7th of March, 2023. I do, Nottingham Post, I was never a victim of them when I was in Century 106 covered Nottinghamshire, Derbyshire and Leicestershire. So it was quite we call it total service area, TSA. It was quite a large TSA. 5 million listeners. And I used to read it all the time when I was in the East Midlands. But this is how the press work. And I quote directly from the Nottingham Post. Alex Belfield, who is now serving a sentence of more than 5 years for his shameful conduct online. So for those who say, it's just dirty words, I think you'll find in law, it's not. And the reason why I keep reiterating this is because he was tried by a jury of his peers and then sentenced by a judge. All right, the judge might have got some bits and pieces wrong. But either way, he was lucky to get off with 5.5. He could have had at least another 2.5 added on to that. And I said to you in my very first videos that my advice to him would be head down, arse up, grind it out. Just get on with it. But this time, this is nothing that he can affect other than he's going back to court, brought by 10 people and the police for stalking protection orders. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm not sure which way it's going to go, but having been convicted for 5.5 years, there's every chance that these civil protection orders were brought before the completion of the criminal case. So, as I say, he's back to court, and this will not be the first time that he's brought back to court, any kind of court, in 2023. He's going to be up and down like a bride's knickers on a honeymoon. So welcome to 2023, all. My name's Adrian Allen. Thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, but most of all your indulgence. Don't forget to hit that bell. Ding it as if your life depended on it, because there's going to be more videos coming. I bought it. I mean, mug. And I will tell you this. Every time I pick that book up and read it, I feel so grubby because it's... Well, I'll give you my opinion in another video. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but he's not a well boy. He's not. And if anything, and I'm going to mention this in the next video, I'm hearing that there's going to be something massive. I'm not going to repeat it here, just in case it's not a fact. And it's this rumour that's going around as regards young Henry. He's not called Harry. His name's Henry. Nickname Harry. There's something... I don't want to say it here. So this is just a Belfield video. I'm not going to... I'll get into him, Ginger Bollocks, in another video. But what was I going to say? Yeah, make sure you ding that bell plenty, because there's more videos coming. I apologise for the delay, but there are some things that I've needed to take care of. I'm back, baby. And we'll crack on with more videos soon.